We are live. How cool is that? Today is day number 1 for the 5 areas that you need, the 5 main areas to create more clarity, growth, and success in your real estate business. Today, we're going to be talking about financial goals. The first and most important place to start when you want some clarity, when you want to start thinking about where you want to be, because you're in business to make money, aren't you? Well, why not we start there? See, I remember very vividly in 2008 when I lost everything that I owned at the time. I had a second car repossessed. I went through a horrible breakup. I was fired from a job. It was not a good year, to say the least. But it was an amazing year because it allowed me to step into the next place in life. And it brought me back to Southwest Florida. In 2009, my best friend gave me a room, gave me an air mattress, gave me a car to borrow, gave me 6 months to figure out what am I going to do next. Luckily enough, I called an old friend who had been a broker for 30 years. And I was like, hey, you got anything for me to do? And he was like, sure, you want a cold call for 12 bucks an hour? I was like, absolutely. I don't want to do anything that I'd ever done before. So I started cold calling, I started getting appointments, and I absolutely fell in love with real estate. Now, he helped me get my license, and in the first 6 months, I sold 12 houses. But I want to help you guys understand something. What came extremely clear was the importance of numbers because I was in survival mode, right? I needed to get paid, and I needed to figure out how to do it quickly. So when I thought about the process, I was like, okay, in order to get paid, I need to have closings. In order to have closings, I need listings. I need contracts. In order to get contracts, I need appointments. In order to get appointments, I need relationships, and I didn't have any relationships. So I started creating, building, maintaining relationships. What I realized was that I was shooting for a goal. I was shooting for a target. I wanted to earn a certain amount of money. That's part of what financial goals are. Now, over 12 years later, we have scaled that up a little bit. We have digging deeper into the process of this. Financial goals are also your truth. Truth is an amazing gift. Everyone who speaks of truth hears my voice. The more that you get truthful and honest with yourself, the more success and growth you get to go through. And that's what's beautiful about numbers, is that numbers don't lie. They're the truth. The problem is most people, I would say 90% to 95% of agents or even business owners do not track their numbers at the level that they should. I tracked my numbers for 8 years straight because I realized really quickly that you could have a predictable income. You can put yourself in the best position possible if you know your numbers. Excuse me. So what numbers are most important? Well, I have a 7-week challenge coming up. And so if you're interested, right, click below and let me know. It starts in October. We go deeper into knowing your numbers. Today, I want to talk about clarity. What's the vision? What's possible? How are you doing with financial goals? I have what I call the real estate business scorecard. It's right here. I'll be sure to get it on here so you guys can download. But it's a great place to check in to say, how are you doing? How are you doing in these areas? There's no judgment. I've been at the bottom, been at the top. I've won, I've lost. There's no right or wrong to this. It's about scoring yourself. It's about figuring out where are you doing really well? What are your strengths? What areas are your weaknesses? Where do you need to grow and learn and improve a little bit? See, one of the beautiful things about personal development is that it never goes away. You want to be a lifelong learner. You can continue to grow and push yourself and stretch yourself. So I want you to pay attention to this. I want you to listen very carefully, okay? I'm going to read the vision for financial goals, and I want you to rate yourself 0 to 10. 0, you absolutely suck. You're doing horrible at it. Now, you're probably not a 0, but 0 is the low end of the score. A 10 means you're absolutely crushing it. You're killing it. You're doing amazing in that area. I'm going to read about 4 to 5 statements, and I want you to think about, how are you doing? I am financially stable, have a plan for my future, and ready for new opportunities. I know my numbers and understand what actions and skills it will take to achieve my dream lifestyle. My financial success matches the time and effort I put into my business, I'm getting paid what I deserve. I feel comfortable that I'm doing my best to take care of those I'm financially responsible for. How do you feel you're doing in those areas, 0 to 10? What I would love for you to do is go back and replay that. When you get a chance, print this document up. Like I said, I'll get it there to download for you guys. And really think about, how are you doing in those areas? What's your rank? I actually asked somebody this today and they were a 6. And so the way that coaching works, the way that I like to help people is like, great, we're at a 6. You know your truth. What would it take to go from a 6 to a 7? Would that make you feel more excited, more enthusiastic? Would you like to see yourself growing in the financial realm? I've studied so much and worked so hard on these statements to make them really clear, really focused, and really helpful to you. I'll give you just a couple examples real quick. My financial success matches the time and effort I put into my business. I can pretty much guarantee that you're not putting the right amount of time or effort in your business to get to the next level. Do you want to make $100,000 a year? Do you want to make $250,000 a year? Do you want to make $1 million a year? That's going to take time. That's going to take effort. It's also going to take actions. One of the other things I put in here is, what skills and actions do you need? Where do you need to grow in your business? And do you know? Do you need to improve in your relationship skills? Do you need to improve in your listing presentation skills? Like, where can you improve? And what are the most important actions that you can take? Friends, I love you so much. Really think about, where are you? Think about what it would take to get to the next level. And if you're interested in taking your business to the next level with me, be sure to sign up for that 7-week program. It will absolutely help you create momentum and take that 6 to a 7, or that 8 to a 9, or that 9 to a 10. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow for area number 2.